Hey folks, welcome back to the survival challenge. Just filling the chicken pen up with the spare 15 slots that we had, because I've learned that's the best way to run a chicken pen, is to have it full and not worry about the chicks. Goal for today is to put in a big sheep pen, so we need to clear a load of space, which means selling a load of trees. In the process of that, and I don't know why I didn't record it, I bought the carpentry productions, so that was 60,000, which in the long term should bring us in a nice chunk of money. But because of us spending that, because I did it because I thought furniture's worth an utter fortune and we already have it completely full. So that brings in a load of money, but it turns out it's going to take forever to process the furniture. So we still needed to clear the trees anyway. So I'm clearing and selling them in the hope that we can raise the 45,000 euros that we need to buy the large sheep enclosure that I want. Unfortunately, we can't. There is not enough wood on that plot that I've done. So I'm running the couple of fertilizing contracts, which should get us the last of the money we need. And then I've started with the time lapse, obviously, because I want to do the sheep bit when I can talk to you properly. So in a few seconds, past future me will be here talking to you about buying the sheep. So we have done a slightly reverse video today. So my goal, as you will have probably seen from the thumbnail, is to put a new sheep pen in that I found. But to do that, we needed to raise some money. And in the process of doing that, I kind of end up buying the carpentry. Because I think it's going to be a good way for us to bring some extra cash in. And I will have spoken about that in the voiceover. Hopefully. There's the tree stump I'm looking for. I knew there was a tree stump in here somewhere. I actually think there's probably another one. But hey, yeah, I have super strength on mine because the front loader just completely bugged out, and I couldn't get it out of the ground. So yeah, that was fun. Cool, that's gone. All right. So I also, along with selling all the trees that were in this area, I did a couple of fertilizing contracts, as you will have seen. Because we don't quite have enough to buy the sheep pen. So we'll accept those, we'll collect on those, and that should give us the cash we need to stick in our sheep. I think it's called the XXL sheep pasture, something like that. Anyway, it's £45,000 or euros, and it holds 200 sheep. Which is hopefully going to why is it saying we don't have enough money? That's annoying. That's very annoying. Guess it's to do with terrain sculpting or something. Okay, well, we'll go to plan B then. Which is because we're not going to have enough money to buy any sheep anyway. But we do have a load of lettuces to sell. So let's jump in the pickup, which is desperately in need of a repair. You will have also seen that I maxed out the capacity of chickens, because since starting this, I have done my testing with chickens and found out that the best way to make money out of them is just to fill the pen and sell the eggs. So that's what we're doing. We have a load of lettuces to sell. That should bring us in, hopefully, enough money to make up the difference that we are short. So because I've never used that pen before, I actually tested this once already, and I had enough money when I tested it last time, which is really weird. So kind of confused, but hey, I had planned to sell these off anyway because it is going to wipe us out putting the sheep pen in place, and we do need to be able to buy some animals. Not sure if I'm going to try and earn some more cash. Put the time back as well. Put the time down to half times while I was trying to sort out my completely bugged out front loader. Yes, I'm not sure if I'm going to buy lambs and grow them on, or whether I want to try and earn some more cash and buy some sheep that are more mature. So I'm going to head up to the farm shop and I will be back with you when I get there. We are pretty much just up at the farm shop. I think that's what it is anyway. I still desperately want to get this pickup repaired, but I don't think this is going to get us enough money either to sort ourselves out with animals, because one of the other things that I am, apart from the chickens obviously, is saying for this series is that I need to use trailers by the animals. So we're actually going to need to buy a trailer first as well. So we may not end up getting the animals this episode. We may spend the rest of the time sorting out some feed for them. But that's given us an extra £4,000, which is pretty nice. That will hopefully be enough for the landscaping that we need to do. So I'll see you back down at the yard. So should we try that again? We've got a bit more cash in the bank now. But let's see if we can put down our sheep pen. We can. And now it's going to cost no extra. Well, that's random. So I left these trees in intentionally because I thought they looked... Oh, that's quite weird. Wow. I did not know it did that. Jeez. That is... The base game ones do that. They do. Holy crap. That does too. I did not know that. Wow, that's awesome. Huh. Anyway, so I left these trees in for two reasons. One, they're a pain in the ass to cut down. And two, I thought they would look quite cool giving the sheep some shade. So we want to put that, I think, about there. And we now find the tree stump that I was in the time lapse, if I show it, I was trying to dig out when I was running the mulcher through. There it is. I don't think the lumberjack mod will let us cut it. We'll just use the lumberjack mod to get rid of that little bit of wood. Come on. There we go. I don't know if we've got a gate where we could bring the tractor in even. That would be quite useful because this is quite a nice area of grassland. It does not look like we have a gate we can bring the tractor in through. Nope. Okay, so what are the sheep going to cost us? I want to buy at least 30. So we're looking at least £6,000. Maybe more like 15,000 plus the trailer. Do I have the trailer I want installed? I do. So I was going to go for this, the Joskin Betamax, which was released recently. That will hold 10 sheep, so we're going to have to do quite a few trips. So I have changed also. So you'll have seen me, and I spoke about filling up the chicken bin. I have changed to 1 day months now because a lot of our income is based on productions, and productions work per month. So I figured we might as well pass through the months a bit quicker. So, and particularly looking at the carpentry, hasn't processed very much, which means we're not going to be able to sell any wood to them for a while. So I think I am going to, we'll sleep through the night and we'll see what we've got. And have a think about how we're going to make some more money to buy some sheep. So I use the sleep anywhere mod to sleep in my truck. And we're just going to get a really early night basically and push time forwards. See what the productions do for us. I'm particularly interested to see what the carpentry does with a night's worth of production. And we'll see what we've got contract wise come up. So I'm really disappointed with how many eggs we're producing. That has been a disappointment. So we've got a couple of pallets of lettuces. And how's our carpentry doing? Wow. I don't even know how big a pallet of furniture has to be to spawn. And how are we looking for contracts? Probably need to save and reload to get some new contracts. Let me do that. I'll be back. So I'm back and there aren't really any interesting contracts to do. So I guess it's forestry time. I actually think I recorded this bit doing commentary, but didn't have the mic switched on because I'm a noob and an idiot. But remember, you can't call me an idiot in the comments. So it's time lapse. I'm taking down one of the poplar trees at first because they're quite nice to work with and it was sort of in the way. The idea is that I'm going to open up this area to hopefully create a field, and I don't know if I can run it yet, but the Black Sheep Modding's awesome Lizard Suchometer plough has been released. I think we might be able to get away with it with 150 horsepower, so we might be buying that to create our first fields on here. We don't need much grassland for the sheep that we are going to get, might get. You've seen the thumbnail, the sheep we're going to get, they don't need much grass. So we're basically just trying to get the money to pay for the animal trailer that we need and some sheep. I still don't know what happened to the clip of me buying the carpentry centre. I'm still massively disappointed with how slow productions are. I am downloading the 1.2 patch and there is some stuff in there about productions, I think. So I'm not sure whether they're going to get quicker or not. If not, I'm tempted to go in and speed it up a bit because it just looks like it's going to take forever. I don't know. Maybe that's the cost of the extra income you get. But I have seen some people have released modded productions where they've basically increased the cost of using the production to get increased throughput, and I kind of like that idea, so I might do that. We will see. Wait, I'll do a bit of testing once the patch downloads, which is going to take somewhere, I think, as I've just recorded the commentary for Buggy's Land, as I said, it's somewhere between 5 minutes and 5 days, depending on when I look at the little update screen. I guess that's because the patch has literally just dropped and everyone is trying to download it. So yeah, just working on loading up the next tree here. I'm hoping that moving to the 1 day months is going to speed up our progression a bit. So many times I've done that. This would be another series where it would be great to find a really cheap truck or lorry that's decent and that's not a rip-off of someone else's mod. I've seen one that's got potential, but I'm not sure if it's someone that's just done a dodgy convert of an OK used mods truck. And I'm trying to stick to avoiding those with all of the controversy around people doing really shoddy converts on people's mods and uploading them to mod sites that then pay them for all the downloads they get, because yeah, that just doesn't seem right. So I'm trying to stick to the reputable mod websites, but some of them, it turns out, aren't so reputable. So we will see. But yeah, I would like to, because of all the logging we've got to do, I would like to get a lorry and a logging trailer, because I was really disappointed with the Anderson one that we bought and how much we could fit on it. I do have another option. There's a 12-meter bale trailer that I found that's quite cheap, and we'd have the same issue that it's not got logging sides, but it's at least 12 meters, so we can put some fairly big chunks of wood on there, which might improve how much money we're making and means we have less loading to do. So yeah, I might look at that, because we're undoubtedly going to be doing forestry again in the next few videos. So yeah, we'll see. I don't really, I guess, because again, I think I said this last time as well, I'm never sure how much. Yeah, that's safe. Let's go with that. That'll be fine. So let's see how much we get off of this load. 8,000 euros, nearly 9,000 euros. That's nice. We're so close to affording that trailer. One more load. Let's see what we do here. So it's another 6,500, and we are good to get our animal trailer, and we will have some spare cash to buy our first load of sheep, which is so cool. I can't believe we're into sheep already. I don't like the green, so we're going for the metal finish. So we paid an extra 500 euros for that, and it doesn't seem to hitch very well to the tractor. I'm assuming that's the tractor, not the trailer, not having a suitable hitch, but it works, so we're going to go with it. Okay, until we can afford to get a better tractor, we're going with it. We're going to get ourselves our first 10 sheep. We're going to go for the adult sheep, so they're producing quicker. We can afford them, so we'll get these back to the farm and into the pen. We did create a little bit of a rolling roadblock with our incredibly slow tractor, but it's a function of not being able to hook anything up to pickup trucks. I don't think that's been changed in the update. So right, they're in. We need to try and get this parked. Yes, I do an awful job of parking this trailer. That guttering, it has been destroyed completely. I'll have to get some tools out and give that a fix. But we're going to give the sheep a couple of loads of water, and then I know there are a couple of grass bales floating about left over from when we did the baling, so we're going to use those just to get them a bit of food, and then next time we'll probably try and make some. I would like to make some hay. I would like to not use the tiny baler, but I don't think we'll have a choice on that. We might just make some grass bales just to get them filled up with food. This tractor is obviously doing a lot better for the water runs than the Zetor was. That was really struggling. We can actually fill the tank up and get back up the hill. A couple of loads will do for now. I want to work on expanding the number of sheep we have quite significantly to help us progress with expanding the farm. So let's go find these bales. There are 2 here, and I think there's more, but turns out we didn't leave any more. We actually did a pretty thorough job of clearing all the bales that we had. There's some evidence of old paths and stuff in here, which is quite cool. So thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like, give me a comment, and subscribe if you want.